Hey, you guys. Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Let me play this song real quick and then we're just going to chit chat, y'all. We're just going to chit chat. I got a couple of things to say. Hold up a minute.
Should
All right, I better probably stop showing them singing them people's songs, child. Let me play this intro and we'll be right back to chit chat. What's up, Kim? Good morning, honey.
I want you to stand up tall and proud. I want you to speak up clear and loud. Brown baby,
Hey y'all, good morning, good morning. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all know how my headsets be tripping, child. What's up, Robin, my model citizen? What's up, girl? Good morning. Good morning to everyone. This is obviously just a random ass live, y'all. But I just wanted to chit chat with y'all about some stuff. Good morning. I know it's a little early for a few people. Y'all might be anybody, well, if you're listening to me, then you ain't listening to church, but maybe you already did. But whatever, y'all. I just kind of wanted to chit chat and chop it up with y'all. Robin, let me know. Okay, thanks, Kim. So thank you so much. Um, so a couple of things. Um, I did play that Gene Mobley song in the beginning, so I may have to X that out, and then the chat will be gone. So free reign in the chat this Sunday morning. Okay. Um, but okay, so for a couple of things. Obviously, you guys know I haven't been live in probably about 2 weeks, which in YouTube terms is might as well be 2 years. I've just been trying to figure out some stuff. Life has been really, really busy. Work is gonna be crazy. This is the last quarter, so it's doubly crazy, more crazy than usual. And then just life is really busy. Okay, girl, I appreciate you showing up for me. I appreciate it. Um, but it's just been super busy. And plus, I've been trying to figure out some stuff in regards to the Sassy Show. It has, in my research, and I realized I went live July 30th. So I've only been doing this for 6 weeks and really a month because I took 2 weeks off. Okay. Um, but in that month and in my research, I realized that the people that own this platform have a really big hold on you, in regards to algorithms. And if I sincerely want to grow and or, you know, grow, let's just say it like that. If I want to grow, I don't see how that's going to be possible with the algorithm that I place myself in. So I think the Sassy Show is just going to be for me to come and cut up and um, chit chat with my cousins about the shit that's happening over there in the sector. Because again, there's no way that, I mean, I have a considerable amount of subbies because of my presence in the beef sector as well as my presence on Facebook. So, I had 300 or 400 people that just wanted to show me some love and subscribe. So that was what's up. So the subscriber account to get to 1,000 is not the issue for me, but it is reaching more people that are like-minded and that want to hear the things that I have to talk about on a regular basis. And I get it. I mean, if you come for the fuck shit, then why would you come over here for us to, talk about stuff that's not the fuck shit? So I get that. But again, the algorithm needs to be different. So I am gonna start another channel. I won't be announcing it. It'll be just like me totally doing something totally different. Um, I won't be growing it organically, so to speak, because I still do have that base on Facebook that will come and join that, but it might be 400 or 500 people, and then I'll grow from there. But I just want to check some things out and see if my algorithm can be different if I just start on a whole new channel and not subscribe to anything beef sector related. Now, that's not me. These people twist and turn shit. That's definitely not me. Um, Downing the beef sector in any way. I mean, it has its place. It definitely had its place in my heart for almost 2 years. So that's cool. It's just I don't want to live there. I just want to come visit. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to check some stuff out. So I will be a little bit more consistent on the Sassy Show now that I don't have to be so restricted in my content. And just like I said, just come and chop it up with y'all or whatever. So with that being said, child, what is going on in the beef sector? I mean, I tuned in. Somebody hit me up last night and said, "Oh, why does Pizarro have your name in her title?" And I said, "I don't know. I haven't been into any kind of shit. So let me go check it out." But I was behind, and then they text me back and said, "Oh no, I don't know if she was saying sassy as an adjective or if she was just saying We don't know. I mean, it wasn't, but it didn't. The show didn't have anything to do with sassy. Me sassy. It might have something to do with the adjective sassy. So it was all good or whatever. I didn't think it would, but when you see your name in a title, then you're always going to check it out. But what I did come up upon. What's up, Robin of Detroit? Oh, I love when you call me Mademoiselle Sassy. Peace to you too. By the way, I'm glad you dropped down, Robin. You had one of the best comments on one of my trailers that a subscriber has ever left me. I read that comment often, so thank you for that. That was what's up because I don't know you. I don't think we. I mean, obviously you know me or something. It's always weird how people know me because I don't feel like I have that big of a presence in the beef sector. But anyway, the comment that you left um, was really, really cool, and I'll never forget it. And so shout out to you, and shout out to the subbies who leave really nice comments under the comment section for your CCs. They really do appreciate it if they don't take out the time to tell you, honey. I don't see how they couldn't. It's really cool thing. But so happy last day of summer, 2021, child. 2021 been a mess, has it not? But a blessing at the same time. But happy last day of summer. So I'm tuning in to Pizarro, and I kind of, like I said, I get there late, and I see Misty on there. Now, I don't really know Misty at all, and in regards to virtually know her, I really haven't seen her that much. I saw her on Miss Dovey's panel, and I think I had seen her on one other panel before. So I just kind of vaguely am aware of her. You know what I mean? But she really wasn't on my radar. But I knew that she had this spirit of this. I don't know. Y'all say takeover spirit. It was something different. I don't. That's not really the adjective that I want to use or the phrase, but it was this spirit of always changing the topic to race, and I'd be like, "Damn, girl, what is your problem?" Like, I know we probably have what 2% white people over here. I don't really know a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I only know one virtually, and that's Gemini 75. And shout out to Gemini because I mean, she's been very cool to me virtually. Let me say that. Um, and me to her. So, but as far as like these, oh, child, I'm trying to watch my words, but anyway, this Misty chick, she comes up on the panel again. They're not talking about, from what I can see, again, I maybe have been watching 5 or 10 minutes, but from what I can see, they wasn't talking about nothing race related. They weren't talking about who is she with. They weren't talking about Brooke. They weren't. I'm trying to think of things that they could have been talking about to make her want to click the panel. Because I don't click the panel unless I got something to say that's pertinent to the conversation, darling. I mean, why would I click the panel and start talking about some whole other shit? The shit is wild to me. But I know a lot of panelists do it, but the shit is still wild. And her constantly, oh, child, I'm an RN, 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 I'm a baby, girl. Okay, thank you for your service, thank you so much. But damn, you know how many probably nurses we have in this sector? How many teachers? How many paralegals, how many executive salespeople, how many analysts, I mean, damn, how many people work at the corner store? Who gonna keep saying that, telling you what they do for a living over and over and over? I mean, there are. Now, if I wanted to be messy, I could name one or two that pops to my mind. Always trying to tell you what they got and what you don't have. Child, that's what you came over here for, to tell us what you do for a living? Because I don't see how that has anything to do with this fuck shit personally. Because do y'all don't know what I do for a living? You definitely don't know about my education. Because why? Because that's not who I am. Those are the things that I have obtained. I would still be sassy without those things. I guarantee it. Okay. Shout out to Justin Wilson, if anybody knows Justin Wilson, one of my favorite old school cooks. But anyway, he says, I guarantee it. Louisiana white boy. Anyway, what's up, pretty chocolate girl? Yes, you guys, please thumbs up the live. It ain't but a few of us in here, but that's kind of how I knew it was going to be, and that's cool by me, okay? But y'all give your girls a thumbs up. I need it. Shit. So, okay, she's on the panel. And how does it go, y'all? The first thing, oh, she starts denying the fact that she said, um, I want to test Nina's blackness. You want to do what? Come again? When she said it, I thought it was just fucked up. But see, let me tell y'all another thing. I'm gonna be talking like I normally talk in my real life. So if y'all, you know what I'm saying, I'll be all over the place, but I'll come back to the point. One thing about the beef sector to me, y'all catch shit, but y'all don't catch the shit that I would have caught. And I'm just being real with you. Sometimes people say stuff, and I'll be like, why isn't this the biggest damn story in the nation right now? By the nation, I mean the beef sector nation. What's up, Gigi Johnson? Hey, Misty Velocity, smooches. But I'll be like, why y'all didn't catch that? What this person just said should have been on everybody's radar. But sometimes it's under the radar. And then some people say y'all make a big ass deal about it. And I'll be like, what? Who cares? I mean, but I mean, this is backseat driver type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, whatever. But when I caught that when she said that, and I think a few people did, I'm not saying that nobody did. I'm just saying to me the next day or whenever they caught wind of it, it should have been a big ass deal because you don't get to test nobody's blackness, bitch. That's not what you get to do. I don't even get to test nobody's fucking blackness. What the fuck does that even mean? It's a very white thing to say. What are you talking about exactly? And where is the black test? Since you know so much about black people, where is the black test? Is there a black test? Because I know about tests. And I ain't never took no black test, bitch. Anyway. So when she said I'm coming up here to test Nina's blackness, I was like, okay. And so then, I guess I can't remember exactly, but I think Nina went off, gets clicked off, and then maybe they did start talking about the blackness. And then she's talking about Tupac and Biggie. And then Nina jokingly answers her in the chat. Nina, you go off on people for anything. You should have let's have, hunty. You jokingly, oh, I'm a Biggie girl. By the way, I'm a Biggie girl too. But shout out to Pop, rest in peace. But I mean, I'm not answering that dumbass question. I'm going, what's up, Camp Me? Shout out to Camp Me. I would have clicked that link and let have, honey. Test who's what. But then y'all want to go off on somebody because they said this, that, or the other. No, bitch, it's on and popping now. Because I don't know who you are and who told you that you had the right to test any fucking thing about me, let alone my blackness. If indeed you are a black woman, Nina, which you emphatically say you are. So I'll take you at your word. I'm not like these other people. I'm not gonna call you something that you don't answer by. That's just my thing. You know what I'm saying? What's up, BB Nice? Hey, girl. No color people are getting beside themselves. Girl, I don't know why I ain't highlighting these. Y'all know it take me a minute, child. BB, that picture is so beautiful. These no color people are getting beside themselves. So anyway, so if I was Nina and I had that sharp tongue, which I do, I would have let have. Nina, I ain't telling you what to do. I'm giving my opinion. This is called commentary, okay? So everybody who I talk about today, miss me with the dumb shit. You can hear that this is my opinion, okay? I mean, you can have an opinion about my opinion, but don't start all that bull crap about you can't tell nobody what to do. I don't. That's miss me with that. Anyway, I would have let have on that comment alone, coming from really anybody. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. If somebody would told me they trying to test anything, I would have let have, let alone a white woman, because that shit is real weird to me. Okay. So she doesn't, or whatever. I can't remember what happened. Like I said, I ain't saying 100% of the people. There were people who said something about test the blackness, but to me, it wasn't made as big of a deal as it should have been. Then, okay, girl. Okay, and I'm very sensitive to colorism, being the beautiful chocolate girl that I am. So I would have had a whole bunch of shit to say. Like, what kind of blackness are we talking about here? The color of my skin, but in relation to how deep I am of the culture, in relation to how I know my historical facts as it comes to my ancestors. What kind of blackness are we talking about? And how the fuck do you know more than me about being black? Now let me give y'all a little bit of backstory why this irritated me so much, because again, I really don't know the girl that well. I've only seen her once or twice. But when Miss Dovey was trying to have a comedy night last Saturday, not yesterday, but last Saturday, Christopher W was up there. He's going on a whole diatribe about his life or whatever, which, I don't know why they do that, but they do, but whatever. And then she comes up there again talking about race and talking about her mixed kids. And that's not what, that's really not what it was about. And I gave her a pass. I'm saying that loosely. It was not my panel, but I gave her a pass as an audience member because Christopher W. was already kind of on that downward slope. So I thought, well, maybe she just came into the room and she didn't understand what the vibe was and she was just following his lead. But uh uh. After yesterday, I see that's just what you do. So, okay, back to yesterday. So then, child, what happens? Okay, so then they talk about the blackness. She says she didn't say it. Then Pizarro plays the soundbite where she clearly says, "I just came up here to test Nina's blackness." She's like, okay, well, I apologize because I didn't even know I had said that, and I normally wouldn't say that, and I just didn't know." And okay, girl. Okay, well, you said it. What you say, BB? He's another one who feels like just because he has so-called Nubian children can can use that abusive word. Oh, really? That's what he think? Well, Christopher W, if you watching, child, you know. I hate saying disparaging words about people that have not come after me, but just to be real, Christopher W, you got your weirdness level is up there, my brother. It's kind of up there. It's your weirdness level is real high, But I mean, some people are weird and some people are quirky. But I don't know if this is true. I ain't never known BB Nice to be just talking out the side of her neck, but baby, that's not a good look. Okay. I don't know where the hell y'all live and and who the hell y'all hang around that's acceptable. The shit is weird as hell. What you say, Miss T Velocity? She said that I was emphasizing. Girl, we know she said that's what I'm saying, Miss T. We know she said it, and it wasn't us saying it. She gonna talk about I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Well, prove it. I didn't say that. Okay, emphatically. Then Miss Pizarro proves it. Hey, Queen Diva, what's going on? Long time no see. Um, hey, Kimberly Black girl. I think I read over your comment thinking you were Kim. What's up, Kimberly Black? So then Trish gets a text message, which I don't know. Shout out to Trish, my crazy homegirl. If I had been going live when you have had your meltdown, I would have been talking about you too. But I digress. But you are my homegirl. But that shit was crazy. Anyway, let's get back on subject. So Trish goes, uh, uh, Misty, did you say the N word? Because I got a text and I was like, who texting in my head? Who texting Trish with the intel? So I don't know. I don't know if I believe that Trishy. Pooh. I don't know if somebody texted you or if you just remembered it or I don't know. But anyway, you got the intel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use the word intel because you was on Miss Pizarro's panel. Anyway, so you get the intel and you say, yeah, somebody's saying, and you in fact said the N word twice. And I guess it was on Rita's panel. This is assumptions because sometimes anyway, I think that's what she said. Assumptions meaning assumptive in what I heard. So I think she was on Rita's panel, maybe Brooke's panel. Anyway, whatever. You said it twice. So Trish goes, well, are you sure you didn't say it? And this girl, Misty, goes, well, I said Nigga, not Nigger, bitch. What? Bitch, what? Come again? You said what? The fact that you even think so, I don't even. What? I'm so perplexed, confused, and this motherfucking combobulated. I said nigga, not nigger. That's a whole nother thing. And then she goes on. First of all, let me back up. The fact that you said that you never said it, you're a whole spin artist out in this bitch, like y'all do. That's what y'all do. You did a whole Karen move. You know what I'm saying? That was a whole Karen move. I liked how you did it though. It was real slick because your definition is no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Then when you were pressed, well, I didn't say that because I said Nigga. Really? That's a difference for you. Okay, let's move on. What you say, BB? You know, another reason I know she thinks she is above or uses that privilege to the best of their ability is when she turned on her camera looking like that. Girl, I missed um Robin, can you hit me in the back chat and do you have the camera slip or the can you find it or something? Damn, can somebody Robin is the only person I know who can get to me immediately. Or Langston, you listening? Can you text me the camera slip? I missed that part. I heard about it, but I missed it. And I heard she looked a hot fucking mess. I'm so happy to hear that. Crazy ass. So you got slipped up, tripped up, and fell straight on your face. And I heard it wasn't a very attractive face. But then you say, "Oh, I said nigga. I didn't say nigger." Girl. And it's like I was so flabbergasted and fucking outdone that she actually listen. I'm a person like this. You ain't got to tell me everything that you say or do or how you are in your personal life. I don't feel like that's my business. So if her and her husband are around and she's singing a song and it got a nigga in it and they don't mind, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that the truth. That's none of my business, quite honestly. That's between them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to think of some reason why it might be acceptable between her and her little crew or whatever. Her and Brooke are riding in the car and they singing a song and it says nigga. Okay, if that's what you and your crew accept, that's fine. I would expect for someone that has some type of cultural knowledge to understand that it's unacceptable to come on a platform to say and actually and to say the word and then to try to justify saying the word. And I also would expect for someone who works in such a diverse field to understand by this point the meaning of how we can say it and you can't. Like, it just seems so silly to me. So are you at work amongst your black coworkers? Because you love to tell us that the white girls don't like you. You only hang around the sisters. So you around those sisters, those educated sisters serving the community sisters saying the Nigga? Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. What's up, Kimberly Black? What I have noticed, Caucasian who marry, have children by Black, still feel the need to protect their white privilege like they get a pass. Yeah, I don't know that part. I don't know that. I don't know that because we got white people in my family and they know, baby, I ain't never, I ain't never heard them say that. Now, like I said, now whatever they say amongst their, and all of them have mixed kids. I've heard their mixed kids say something, but that's because they identify as black. They know not, you know what I'm saying? They just that's what it is. Some people identify with one or the other. Um, but hey, Chocolate Bay smooches. But I've never heard any of my black cousins' wives say the N word and they've been married 20 something years. I haven't. So that means to tell me that they know better than to say that in mixed company. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to go out and say, oh, they ain't never said it. I don't know what they say with them and their husbands or pillow talk or whatever. But they have never slipped up and said nothing. And it's two or three of them in a whole room of 50 black people. You know what I'm saying? So they are and these are white women that are of the culture. They are. They are of the culture. I've been around them for too many years, too long. I've never heard them say no shit like that. And I never hear them say anything remotely like that whole white people, I have black friends and I'm around black. They don't, that's not their vibe. You know what I'm saying? And my white friends that I have, oh, you sent it, babe? Okay, thank you. Let me see this shit. Hold on. Hold on. I need hold on. Hold on. I need a 60 seconds. Hold on. Hold on. I mean, a 30 second. Hold on. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, look at this lady. Look at this lady. Look what's wrong with her arm. She needs to go to the doctor. I know she has like, girl, I know you got insurance. What's wrong with your arm? You ain't got no black friends to tell you your arm. Something wrong with your arm. It's too much meat on that bone. Oh my God. Oh my God, you got too much meat on your bone right there. That's too much. That's a heavy. What is that? That looks like some kind of something went wrong. Did you try to have lipo and they forgot the arm? Oh my God, girl. She eats a lot of what? Babe, babe. Oh my God. Misty. Girl, you look a hot fucking mess, darling. And don't worry about how I look, because it's a couple of people in the audience that know how I look. I'm real, 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 real cute. So don't worry about it, because so I'll talk about you. Because it's a couple more than a couple of people that know how I look. Okay, you look a hot fucking mess. You look like you look like you a nurse. Are you sure? Did you misspell something else? What some people call that be wiping up the boo boo and stuff? Because I, I ain't never think I ain't never had no nurse that look like this. Never in my whole life. Uh-uh. I ain't never had no nurse that look like this. My nurses be, baby. Uh-uh. Oh, let me send it to you. Let me send it to you. Hold on. Girl, hold on. Let me send it to you right now. Cause bitch. It wasn't a camera slip, I don't think. They're not Robin, it wasn't a camera slip. Exactly, chocolate bag. Let me I heard CNA, babe. Thank you. I don't think it was, and shout out to the CNAs. I don't even think I'm talking about CNAs. I'm talking about the ones that like that be cleaning up the boo boo and stuff. I thought CNAs were in line to be a nurse. I'm talking about under them. Yeah, she just worried about her hair. She needs to be worried about that Popeye strong arm. That arm is real, real strong. That arm is real, real strong. Like that, just that one arm is like heavied up with steroids. Just that one arm. Like I just want this one arm to be. Girl, please. I just sent it, Robin. Girl, please. Do I have a timestamp of the? Oh, I don't know about the camera slip, but or not the camera slip, but when she came on camera. But are you talking about the whole incident, Kim? If you yeah, y'all shout out to Sassy Show. Send me a tip if y'all want to. Shit, I don't know. Said the Sassy Show one child. Send me a cash app. I can buy me a latte. Well, it's too late for my coffee now. I'm drinking my. I need to go warm up my coffee too, cause I got. But child, I'll put it to good use. Let's just say that. But Kim, the incident. If you go back to Pizarro's live last night and scroll all the way till you see her, the shit starts popping off at that point. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see it. But I don't know when she came on camera though. I must have missed that part because I heard people talking about it, but I didn't see it. No, CNA like to pump fake there a few classes away from Orion, but they clean backsides. Oh, okay, thanks, babe. I don't know. I don't want to put down no. Listen, that means they're trying to get their degree. Y'all, you know how I am, babe. I don't want to put down nobody's occupation. I'm just saying, Misty, you don't look like no nurse that I've ever come in contact with. I have a lot of friends that are nurses, honey. You don't look like them. And I don't know nobody in my whole entire circle or even their circle who even looks remotely like you. If we do fuck with a white bitch, she's a badass bitch, okay? Because we a badass bitch crew. You, my girl, are not a badass chick. So you talking about kiss your white ass. Hold on, y'all. Let me go warm up this coffee. I'll keep talking, y'all, but it's probably gonna be noisy. But so let me get back to the story because that fucking picture just took me out. Girl, you look a hot fucking mess. Oh, girl, how dare you? Anyway, so Trish says, you said the N word. She says, no, I didn't. And then she, it's classified as nigga, not nigger. So then, they go into it. Pizarro flips her fucking lid as well as she should have. But, Pizarro, I was really proud of you last night because you flipped your lid. I don't like all that yelling and screaming and stuff sometimes. But you flipped your lid, rightfully so. But what you were saying in flipping your lid was so poignant and valid. So I appreciate you for that. Very proud of you for that, because sometimes when people make us that upset, we can either get tongue tied or start cursing them out and not really, in my opinion, making the necessary points that we need to make. So Pizarro made her point. She flipped the hell out on the girl. Honey, the girl was like, I don't care. I mean, why shouldn't I be able to say it? Y'all say it. I was like, I have never heard, actually, I hear black people saying that, which really pisses me off. Well, y'all need to stop saying this word because y'all giving the other people the right to say it. I ain't never heard no white person say that, because I don't hang around ignorant ass people, and I definitely don't hang around ignorant ass white people. But when black people say it to me, they're either Oreos, coons, or Uncle Tom's, or they're trying to prove an invalid point. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Because why are you trying to give them a pass? So I don't know if she has some black friends, and that's what I'm thinking, that have told her, matter of fact, as I interrupt myself, I think I heard Brooke say that she said if they call you a cracker, which I don't know black people, I don't know no black people who call no white people crackers. That's just me. I have never heard of that in my life. But I think she said if they call you a cracker, you can call them a nigger. I was like, oh, okay. So, okay, whatever. But so I'm assuming that she has black people in her life, maybe her husband, maybe, her friends or whatever, that tell her, oh, no, if this is acceptable, because that excuse is something that black people say, in my opinion, like I said, who are coons or Oreos, who just trying to give a white pass, like that's, or trying to justify them saying it, or trying to justify them not liking the word, because there are black people who absolutely detest the N word. So they want to make, uh, an assertion that we're allowing the others to use it. That shit is whack. That shit don't even make no sense. Yes, white, black, Hispanic, Asians, Middle Easterns, Greeks, Italians, Romans, everybody use the N word in their own lives. In regards to music, I've seen white boys say, "Oh, nigga, shut up" to another white boy. It has become a thing, a thing of the, that they say. But I've never. That's from afar. I've never seen it in my own life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of ghetto and ratchet, and you know, I don't like I said, if you're gonna be ghetto and ratchet in my life, you're gonna have to be black. I don't deal with the others being, I just don't, I don't know how to explain that to y'all, but it's just certain stuff I don't accept from the others. I just don't, I just don't. So anyway, she goes on, then this is how I know that she actually thought that she had a right to say it. She was not, you know, contrite. She didn't care. She came up there to prove a point, which, I'm glad it happened sooner than later. Is she gonna tell Pizarro to kiss her white ass? Well, girl, first of all, I can't see your ass in this picture, but I'll be damned. I don't even want to kiss your cheek. I don't want to kiss your forehead because it looks like it's kind of wet and gross. I definitely don't want to kiss that Popeye arm. And I most certainly do not want to kiss your white ass. Okay. So I get it now. Everything, see, this is the reason why not everybody, but these people have an issue with people kind of infiltrating the system, because you guys, not everybody, like I said, shout out to Gemini 75. Did you see it, Kim? Bitch, I started hollering. My God, that don't make no sense. But this is the reason why they always side-eyeing people that come over here of the other race, mainly the white people, because you give them just a few minutes, a few seconds, and they will reveal themselves. Again, not everybody. I keep wanting to stress that, because I think it's so unfair to the people who are just over here chilling. You know what I'm saying? And they just may be of the culture. They might be like my cousin's wives, and they just like, hey, I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm very familiar with this. But those people stay in the cut. They stay in their lane, and they know what's up. It appears to me that the majority of the beef sector whites always want to get in the mix, and it's very interesting to me. And Nina brought up a very valid point last night. And I know most people do not care for Nina. I don't really, I have a bone to pick with Nina sometimes about the stuff that she says, but y'all know I really don't dislike anybody. Um, there may be a few people that I just can't fuck with because they just, if you say something real vulgar or vile, I probably just not gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to announce it. I just don't fuck with you. But in regards to Nina, I know a lot of people don't like her because of the way that she communicates, and it's understandable. But she made a valid point last night, and she said, "Wait a minute now, because what happened with what's her name, Misty, on Rita's platform happened, I don't know, in the past. We never heard, I mean, I never heard about it. Trish had never heard about it. Pizarro had never heard about it, you know? So why wasn't that made a big deal of? And she said, you guys, she's known by everybody, by the whole damn sector, because she said maid and she wasn't talking to a black woman and she did not mean it as a cultural degradation type of thing. She was meaning it as to be degrading just in general. And she did make that point. This is not about race for me. I just go for the jugular. And I don't even, I'm not talking about black people being servants. I'm just talking about, you know, you're not on my level. Okay, whatever, girl. But that's true. How is Nina? Hey, Houston Bread, what's up? Shout out. But how is Nina well known for saying maid and all these other, degrading things, but non-racial? I have to give to her that I haven't heard anything particularly racial. I don't know though, because the girl be talking so much, but I don't know. But let's just take the fact that I haven't heard anything racial. But how is she so well known throughout the entire sector, and people are always getting on to her about what she's saying? But then this whole Misty thing, calling people the N word twice, um, dropping, excuse me, but Misty dropping the N word, and I heard that it was out of anger. And I heard that it was out of anger. Why wasn't this all over the sector? This is what I'm talking about the things that are sometimes you guys, the CCs over in the beef sector, you pick up on certain things. And it's very interesting to me the things that you lay allow to lay. You know what I mean? I don't get it because to me she should have been like when that happened. Whoever heard it, and I don't know who her camp is other than Brooke, and I don't really know. I just don't know her affiliations. But was she being protected? Because a white woman should not be protected by saying the N word by any stretch of the fucking imagination. It should have been put on blast. She should have been fucking embarrassed, and she should have been canceled. Period. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how that went under the radar. Thank goodness for Trish and being on Pizarro's channel, because now everybody knows it, and we can't deny it. Because I mean, who's gonna? I mean, I don't know. I don't like I said, I don't know her affiliation, so I don't know who's gonna allow her back on their panel. But I'm gonna get her ass in the chat, and if I'm on the panel, I'm gonna get her ass face to face every fucking time I see her. That's all I can do is control myself. But I just think it's really, really odd that the things that some of the people allow, to let go. It's just weird. So I don't know, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna drop this link if anybody has anything to say. I was just so flabbergasted by that. I have never heard that like that in real time. That a white person is actually thinking that it's okay for them to differentiate between A and ER amongst a group of black people, and then to be so cavalier about it, and then to look how you look. Oh Lord, let me drop this link. Hold on. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I mean, I only like bad bitches talking bad shit when they a bad bitch. And if you not, just stay behind the scenes or something. I mean, talk your shit behind the scenes, but I mean, behind your avatar, but how you gonna come up looking like that and be, I mean, you look crazy. You look crazy, and you keep saying you're a RN, you're a RN, you're a RN. You don't look like you're a RN. Do you take the advice of your own doctor? No, you don't. Hola, YouTube hopper. Your BMI is way out of fucking control. My nigga, it's out of control. Your mouth is out of control. You need to be checked and you need to be canceled. Cause you're ridiculous. Oh, hold on, y'all. Oh, you know what? I don't have my thing anymore because I stopped paying for StreamYard, y'all. Hey, what up?
What's going on? It's
Good
good to see you
morning.
back.
Oh well, just for a minute. Don't start.
No, but it's funny you talk about things content creators fail to catch for whatever reason, either
Mm-hmm.
because either because they're you know oblivious to what's going on, important things that need to be brought to people's attention, or they're in some type of YouTube sip with these people, so they don't want to point it out. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Case in point. Sir King under Tofu Alley. If you go
Mm-hmm.
to his video, there's a video called "Stop Supporting Bad Men," and around the 1 minute and 49, I think it might be 1 minute and 43 second mark,
Mm-hmm.
he talks about specifically black women. Black women. He says this. He says blah blah blah. This is why black women are viewed as jokes. And then he goes on
Mm.
just a few seconds later and says, "This is why the whole world views black women as jokes." Now he's speaking for the whole world. Now this is how he personally feels about black women. And the reason why I say that is because anybody with half a brain can see how he continuously treats black women in the beef sector. And for some reason, a lot of these black women in this sector, they gravitate towards these tragic, misogynistic black males for whatever reason. They, for some reason, they will put these clowns, whether it be Sir King, ZX, there's a bunch of these toxic black males who clearly have agendas against black women. They will support these idiots. And then you have real black men. And I'm talking about Yusuf, the creator, these type of black men who
Mm-hmm.
are consistent in their opinions, who are saying all of the right things. Uh, they can't get anybody in their chat. They can't get more than
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 people. I mean, unless Mona is buying viewers, you know. If Mona's buying viewers, he will get some chat. He'll get some chatters. He'll get some viewers. But I saw Mona buying Dory views a couple of weeks ago. Um, I don't know what the purpose of that is.
She
You know,
bought who? What? What you say?
Dory. Yeah, Dory. I was in Dory's chat. I think.
Dory? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Diamond Ring Dory. I love me some Diamond Ring Dory.
Yeah, you do like
But
her.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love me some Diamond Ring Dory because I
Mm-hmm.
can
I
tell
like her
she's
too.
real. Yeah, I
She's
don't.
quirky.
Yeah, I think people take her seriously. I don't even think she takes herself seriously. But there's no way in the world she's an attorney. But people will continuously have a debate whether Dory's a real attorney, and then people will get up there to confront her. If you're an attorney, what does habeas corpus mean? And like you really doing something. But
Right.
yeah, it's just as ignorant as Misty coming up and challenging another white woman to a black test. You know
Oh,
what I'm
you
saying?
because let's be clear, you think Nina is white.
Oh, without a doubt, without a
Okay.
doubt. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care.
I
I don't
don't.
care. Look,
Just
look,
for I don't, but
I
I
know we
know you do, so I
disagree.
want to make that clear.
I don't care how many of these content creators say they saw a foot, an arm, a black arm. I don't care how many of them tell you that. That's a white woman, and you heard it from me. But what I
I
do,
know.
yeah, but
Hey, Robbie.
But what I do want to say is that Sir King comment just floored me. And I thought these content creators who clearly are hurting for content would have picked up on that. But they haven't. Even the Deidre situation. Oh, I love me some Deidre.
Yeah, you
Even
do.
the Deidre situation, that you could see that coming from like a month ago. I brought it to your attention, and
Yes,
you wanted no part of that either. I mean, understandably,
I what?
you didn't really see like the big picture in that, and I know you thought I was focusing on the wrong things, but I saw this a month ago, and I said, why aren't people picking up on Deidre and ZX? She clearly has a crush on this man, this toxic man, and she is throwing herself at him and really making a fool out of herself because he has no interest in women. I mean, there's talk about he's impotent, things like that. Those rumors going around, but you can tell ZX. You can tell that bozo's not into women. I mean, he's got the deep DJ voice. He's probably a failed DJ from back in the
He does
70s.
sound like a 70s
Yeah,
DJ. You
70s DJ.
dig?
Yeah, you dig. You
You
dig, mama.
dig?
You
You
dig, mama.
mama.
You
Oh
dig,
right,
mama.
yeah,
It's
sweet
all good.
mama. Yeah.
It's all
Houston
good.
bread, you surely is fine, girl. You
Yeah.
dig?
And of course, my queens, my black women, they fall for
Mm-hmm.
that nonsense
Mm-hmm.
because he's got the voice, he's got that little savoir faire that they love,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't realize this guy's a geriatric limit.
Mm-hmm.
He's clearly
Mm-hmm.
clearly
A
suppressing his
geriatric
spirit.
what?
A geriatric limit.
My
Uh,
God.
yeah. So I mean, he's only straight for pay.
Mm-hmm.
You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So he will continue, but all of these women, you won't find one chick that will legitimately say that ZX has piped them down. You won't find it. What you will find is accusations of him having impotence by
Mm.
women. You'll find that in that sector.
Mm.
And
Yeah, I have heard that.
and real black men aren't sitting up
Ooh, hold
picking a
on,
bunch
honey.
of.
Look at this. Look at this comment. And them Kango hats, baby. Go
No,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm totally 90s. I'm all about the 90s, the boom bap period. Those on the East Coast know what time it is. Speaking of those on the East Coast, I used to throw bowling parties at the Port Authority. If you
Oh
know about
God, babe.
if you know about the Roach motels, you know what I'm talking about. But look, I the fact that ZX takes all of these different pictures, what straight male sits around poses and cleaning in the
Pursing
mirror?
his lips, pursing his lips, no doubt.
Yeah,
Okay. Ooh,
yeah.
child. I
The
wish I
only
would have
person
found a
I could
picture of
think,
you pursing your lips,
no,
baby.
please, I don't do pictures. You had to hold a gun in my head to take a picture.
Okay.
Won't catch, won't catch me out there.
While
I
you
mean, and
taking
these,
pictures of me, but I can't take pictures of you. Yeah.
oh yeah, well, I mean, you look good when and I think women need to know this. How you dress around the
Oh,
kitchen, you
oh
know.
God.
No, I'm being serious because I heard Demetra. I love me some Demetra. I
Yeah,
heard
me too.
Demetra talking about what you need to do to keep a man,
Mhm. Mhm.
and a lot of women attacked her because she said, I know to like be, you know, butt ass naked, and I need to give my man what he needs sexually, mentally. But
Mhm.
I don't think women really understood what she was saying.
Right.
I think they want all of that narcissistic behavior talk. They want all of
Mhm.
that type of you know, uh toxic male talk. But Demetra was putting it on a very granular level
Mhm.
what women should be doing. Now that won't apply to all women. I don't use absolute terms. But for a lot of women, what Demetra was saying is all you need to do to keep a man. When I see you, Sassy, walking around in your little outfits, bending over, putting things in the oven,
Oh God.
or just, I'm telling you, it really, it just brightens up my day. And
Oh
it just, my hands start gravitating towards things. And,
God.
a lot of
Are
things
you?
happen. But that is how you're gonna keep a man because, and I always talk to Sassy about this because we're from like two different places sometimes
Mhm.
in terms of how we
Mhm.
think.
Mhm.
But sometimes I, I'm kind of like a caveman in certain ways, in,
Mm-hmm.
in how how I go about certain things, and I believe that I can cook, I can clean for myself. I
Child.
mean, I get a maid service, but
Right.
I can do all of that myself. So what is a woman going to bring to me?
Mm-hmm.
Because women say, well, I cook, clean, take care of the house, take care of the kids. Well, what happened if there's no kids? I have a maid and I know how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you bring to the table? And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
women, they get stuck when you ask them that. And you've been able to point it out clearly because
Mm-hmm.
that was my litmus test on if I wanted to continue on with someone. What
Mm-hmm.
else do they bring to the table? And
Right.
what you bring to the table is something that I can't really purchase, so to speak. You
Right.
bring me peace of mind. You bring me laughter when I've had a stressful day. These are like
Mm-hmm.
these are tangible things that you do that I can actually identify that adds value to a relationship. And I think women need to start picking up on this. And Houston Bread does an excellent job in the mornings
Mm-hmm.
after sleep talking about relationships and even though I think she's using us the audience as a sounding board to help her in her relationship and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really worthwhile. I really enjoy it. Houston Bread is always on point, and I hope she continues. I'm just rambling. It's a Sunday
You
morning.
talk. I was gonna say I have to unpack everything you said. I mean, you said a lot in a little bit of time. Hold on, let's see what Houston Bread said before you go. I hope emotional and mental support and the thousands of intangible soft skills. Langston, what do you think most men bring to the table? Well, hold on, because
Well,
that's deep. Oh, go ahead, go ahead. If we're on this now, then we're on this. Go ahead.
yeah. Look, I think most men, it's hard to speak for most men because unfortunately, a lot of men are very infantile in their behavior and their thought processes. And Sassy will tell you, I don't really hang out with a lot of men because they're just on a lot of bullshit. Ladies, I hate to tell you, I know a lot of you are married and think you have a solid man at your side. I deal with a lot of married men. I know what they talk about. We are in trouble. We are in trouble because we don't have black males who are able to lead anymore. We have a few, but we don't have the numbers that we need. So when you say what do most men bring to the table, I think viable men who are viable for relationships, I think they would bring to the table. I don't want to be so crass as to say penis because that's irrelevant. You can a
What?
female a female can get penis, just walking out the door. There's going to be always be somebody
Mm-hmm.
to dick her down. So
Mm-hmm.
I think Houston Bred probably wants something a little bit more, uh, something with a little bit more complexity. And I think what they should be bringing to the table is they should be bringing leadership skills
Mm-hmm.
because ultimately, I don't care how strong or professional our queens are, our black women are, they still want to be led. They still want to be led, but they don't want to
Mm-hmm.
be led by people who don't have any sense of direction, if that makes any sense.
Of
So
course, yeah.
therefore, you have a lot of people in relationships, like you'll see in a lot of communities around the country, where it's like predominantly black neighborhoods and communities. And I'm talking about specific type of communities. You will see where a lot of black men move in with black women. Like the black women are working. They're doing a lot of different things in the household, trying to play both roles, mother and father. And black men that who are dating these women, they'll move in with the women And for some reason, that's become more acceptable, and people find that as like a normal thing, uh,
Mm.
which it shouldn't be. But
That's
unfortunately,
weird as hell to me. That is weird. You know my family, and there. I mean, it's just that is so unacceptable, and it's very interesting that that has. I hesitate to say because I live in my bubble, but you know how I talk. Sometimes I talk within my bubble, and then you talk outside of the bubble. You know what I mean? So sometimes
right,
we're butting heads in regards to debate because I'm like, no, no, and you're like, you live in a bubble. And I'm like, the fact that that is even acceptable. Remember when I had Laverne on and she said that in Omaha, the norm is the men move in with the women. And I immediately thought, oh my gosh, Langston and I had this conversation a couple of months ago. And I was like, that's not acceptable. None of my friends, none of my family. And it's like, just for this woman who, just random woman, so to speak, comes up and to say that, make that comment, like, when did this become acceptable and why is this the
right.
so-called the norm? But go ahead.
No, no, I don't know how it became the norm. I started seeing it like probably around the uh, early 21st century, around 2003, 2004. Started seeing evidence of this popping up more and more around the country. As I traveled around the country, I saw, a lot of areas that was considered. But I don't want to get off on that. That's a whole different thing.
Right.
I wanted to just come up here because you talked about one of your points that you raised was why are content creators missing content and then having to resort to nonsense and manufacturing, these
Let,
these these bullshit stories when you got content. These subscribers, they make content for you. These subscribers, a lot of them, God bless them, but they do things that you, Sassy, could be making content every hour based on just the subbies behavior in the sector, let alone the content creators. The content creators is a whole different story because now there's talk about Deidre not being who she claims to be. She's not a film producer, not this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, who thought this? Who thought she was all of this? Are these the same people? No, are these the same people who also were thinking that Dory was an attorney and were shocked
right.
when allegations came out that she wasn't? I mean, look. If you're on this if you're in this sector, you're in this sector to either A, make money, or B,
Mm-hmm.
you need to vent, and you probably don't
Mm-hmm.
have a good support system around you to vent to your friends and family. So let's make it clear. And one of the reasons why I didn't want, you know, I'm going to be very transparent here. One of the reasons why I had skepticism about you continuing on with the Sassy Show as it currently stood is neither you and I do anything that I don't see potential to make money. And
Yeah.
when I broke down how many hours Sir King puts into his platform, because he
Mm-hmm.
does. I can call him a bozo, I can call him all of that. But he's one of the hardest working people in this sector. But he's
Yes,
also
he is.
obsessive compulsive and a weirdo and a psycho too. But that's a different
God.
story. But
Right.
when I break down how much time he spends by and using Social Blade to see how much he makes per month, it comes down to he's making less than minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about all of the hours these content creators put on, put into their channels, either going live or researching or whatever, they're not making that money that they should. And I know Houston Brett always talks about, oh, I feel bad about asking for money. And you know how I feel because we've had that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, no. You content creators are paying a service. If people can pay for pay per views, if they can pay to go see a movie in a movie theater, then you content creators are providing the same content Tom Cruise, any of these other people are who are just reading lines off of a teleprompter. You can get that money because you're actually, a lot of you, you know, it, to the detriment of yourselves, and a lot of times you're putting your own life forth as content, and you should be paid for it. If you're
For
sharing
sure.
yourself with others, get paid for it. I get it.
But you
It's a
don't have,
hobby.
but you say that, and we definitely agree about. I don't want a hobby. I have a full life, as you well know. I work. I have a full life on top of that. So I don't want to add another hobby that I'm not getting paid for. That's how I started out this particular show, saying, listen, the Sassy Show it was an experiment, and it's just gonna have to be about okay, I'll drop it again. But the Sassy Show it was an experiment, but what I see is that I'm not gonna be able to grow with the tight rein that the platform holder has on this algorithm. So I'm gonna have to do something outside of the Sassy Show and get a whole new group of people. Once that is successful, then I will invite you guys over. Hold on, let me add Houston Bread. Hey girl, hold on 2 seconds. Let me finish this comment. Oh,
Okay.
you got us on somewhere too. I can hear. But so I don't want a hobby that I'm not making money, right? I think Houston Bread, you're on mute. So how did all of a sudden there is an echo, but I'm not sure where it's coming from. Okay, nevertheless, I don't want a hobby that's not making money because I'm spending time, and
Yeah,
Langston is
Sassy,
right.
I have.
Time is money for me. So I'm not, but at the same time, I want to get paid from the platform owner. I don't want to necessarily, if it's uncomfortable for me asking for cash apps, because I feel like, I mean, it's uncomfortable. That's all. I don't know what else to say other than that. It's just uncomfortable to say, "Oh, Cash App the Sassy Show." Everybody knows I'm not going to get up here and tell a sob story. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you would literally have to be just giving me a shout out like, "Hey, girl, go buy a coffee. Hey, girl, go order you some food." Like just a nice gesture, because I don't. Those are two different things for me. Before I started this, I thought that I could make money from the platform owner, and that the cash apps and the super chats would be icing on the cake. That's how I want to look at it. But turns out when HB was on Duchess's channel, which she had hopped down before I had come up, but her comment made me want to come up. And turns out JC, which is James Caldwell, JC and Duchess are basically like, no, the bulk of your money does come from your subscribers. So how that puts us in an odd position. I think me and Chocolate Bay have talked about this. You know what I mean? It that puts us kind of people in a hard position, because we would prefer to get paid from the platform owner, not to depend on the subscribers. Because quite honestly, if I'm depending on the subscribers, no wonder I'm not getting any cash apps, because they're paying for fuck shit in this sector. So then therefore I cannot make any money in this sector, because everybody knows, yeah, I might be entertaining to some degree, but I'm not coming with the fuck shit. So go ahead. Hey, Houston Brad. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Sassy. I don't have y'all on anywhere else. I'm on my phone, so I don't know if
You're
that's like an
you're
echo
good
coming
right
from
now.
somewhere else, which is why I'm muted. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Langston. How are you doing? Langston?
Yo, what up?
Oh, okay. Sassy? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Just want
we're
to say
here.
hi to both of y'all. Thanks for the convo. This is, you all know I always like to talk about these. But Langston, so when you're saying I use the audience as a soundboard, I absolutely do. Because similar to the epiphany that Sassy is sharing, I recognize I feel very, very uncomfortable just asking people for money. If they offer it, that's great, right? So I then ask myself, what are ways in which I can use this audience? Like there are other ways to benefit outside of monetary compensation. So a lot of times I do use y'all as a soundboard, and I also recognize that it's an outlet for me. And I hone in on that. Like I just came across it like happenstance, like, oh, this is actually therapeutic, right? But now I intentionally sometimes have conversations in which I'm dependent upon the chat contribution, so that it doesn't feel like I'm just dedicating those hours for pennies. Because similar to y'all, if I'm doing something that I don't benefit either monetarily, emotionally, mentally, it's a waste of time. I just can't do it. So then
Yeah.
do look at the people that engage in a lot of raw, and I can only imagine the emotional and mental tax it takes. And I'm grateful to them for the entertainment, but I just know that that is not a lane for me because I would, first of all, I can't even engage. Just is so against how I actually am, but also now I would burn out. And for
Mm-hmm.
what I see in the future, I would hope that I can operate in a way that allows me longevity. So I just wanted to come up and offer that I was in bed, but I had to, roll out and contribute a little bit to what you are saying. I'm done
Roll
rambling.
out. Thank you. Yeah, no, you're not rambling. I mean, we get it. We talk about, he told me, I wasn't in your chat that day, but he told me, he said, "Oh my gosh, Houston Britt kind of said something similar to you about, the cash apps and this and that." And I said, "Yeah, I hope she figures it out for herself." Because I mean, like I said, I've been doing this for maybe 6 weeks now, really a month because I took 2 weeks off. But that's what I figured out. Like, wait a minute, I gotta come with another strategy, because I'm not gonna get cash apps. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not, I mean, I've gotten a few, don't get me wrong, but that's not going to be enough to sustain any the time and the effort that it takes, to put into this. And so then we started just
Well,
chit chatting.
hold on. I don't mean to interrupt. Well, yeah, I do mean to interrupt.
Of
But look,
course you do.
yeah, sorry about that. But look, let's be honest on why you did not get those cash apps. We've had this
Well,
discussion, but not
well, we
publicly.
said that.
Yeah, but no. The
Go ahead.
reason is because uh, how you have positioned yourself, and you're my girlfriend. And oh yeah, by the way, she's still my girlfriend. I know there's a lot of conversation in your back chats. We don't
You
see
so
them
silly.
talking. We don't see them talking about each other again and hitting us in the face with their
You're a
relationship.
mess.
They must be. They must be having problems. No, we're all good. We're all good, and don't worry about us. We're all good. But no, what I do want to say is that part of the reason why you don't uh, get the type of response from subscribers financially is because you're my girlfriend. And you also are pretty, what's the term? Boozy. And
Mm-hmm.
they're like, why would I contribute when this woman already has, a pretty great life? That's in their mind, but they don't say the same thing when it comes to actors or comedians or anybody else. But when it comes to content creators in YouTube, that type of mindset takes place. And it doesn't happen overall, clearly, because you can see a lot of white content creators that get a great response from their subscribers, even the black ones, Kwame Brown, Kevin Samuels. But for some reason in this particular sector, they don't want to contribute to you unless you're going through some tragedy. You got to be in a hospital. You got to fake a death. You
Oh
got to
gosh.
fake, yeah, you got to do a whole bunch of morbid stuff to generate money. And it's
So hold on.
unfortunate.
So hold on. So let's unpack that. So you're saying that you think that I don't get cash apps. I don't know if HB gets cash apps or not, so I won't add her in there. But other people that I've talked to, you're saying that we don't get cash apps because our perceived lifestyle.
Yeah, if you seem like and you got to remember, a lot of these subscribers, God bless them, but they're not, they're operating on a lower frequency, and
Mm-hmm.
they think like, hey, I don't want to give money. She doesn't need the money. That's clearly what the thought process is. It's faulty logic, but
Mm-hmm.
it's their logic nonetheless, and you gotta respect them for it. But that requires a shift in mindset, and and like I said, that requires some work. You're not just going to turn these people around overnight because they've been doing this for a while. It's ingrained in who they are. They just, they have to be taken out of the mindset that you have to do a whole bunch of stunts, a whole bunch of nonsense. Those are the only people that are going to get money. You should be able to get money if you're providing content whether it be educating people, whether it's sharing a hobby or a skill. Like Polo, the creator, has a great channel. Almond Brown has a great channel.
Mm-hmm.
And consistently, Almond Brown has good stuff. And she
Mm-hmm.
still can't get up there in the big leagues, with
Mm-hmm.
Brianna and Pizarro, even with people sharing her lives.
Mm-hmm.
And and you have to look at that. Why? Why is that? And
Because Steve Austin is making a lot of good points. Because why this, and I'm, let's talk how we would normally talk behind the scenes to a certain degree. If if we anchored ourselves, or not even in a sector that was built off of fuck shit, off of beefing with each other, off of craziness, if you will, then why are we then surprised when someone that does not have that type of content cannot be so-called successful? I don't think it works that way. I think it's like building a mansion in the hood. Like, that's fine. Some people do that because that's where they want to live. However, then don't start complaining about the things that are going on in that particular neighborhood, because this is where you decided to build your house. So that's what I've had to see in the last 6 weeks. Like, oh, the Sassy Show is just going to be for me to chit chat with you guys. You know what I'm saying? To kick it with you guys like I used to. Some of you guys don't know, on Saturday morning, every Saturday morning, me and Sweet Phoebe would do a recap of the beef sector. That's what it's going to have to be if I want to keep this channel, because I made the mistake of not understanding how strong the algorithm was. It doesn't matter that I don't talk about the fuck shit. And I have some pretty decent views for a new person on my previous lives, but that's because of my Facebook support and the support of the beef sector combined. However, if we're talking about the money, I'm not going to get there being anchored when you look at the algorithm and they show you all of the people that are subscribed to you and all the people that they watch. It's all beef sector stuff, and that's the hold that the algorithm has on me. So, you, like Houston said, if you're coming on here to vent, shout out to you, cool beans. That's not my gig. I don't come out here that's not my thing. I'm getting background from somebody, but that's not my thing. But I come on here to talk to you guys and with you guys and to make money. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this for any other reason other than to provide something that you guys want to hear, that's something that you guys enjoy. And then I want to be paid for my services. But I thought that I could get paid from, like I said, from YouTube, not necessarily have to depend on the subscribers. Because if I'm depending on the subscribers, and most of my subscribers are in the beef sector, they're going to be paying for the fuck shit. They're not paying for Almond Brown to sit and have an intellectual, fun conversation on Friday night. That's just not what they're paying for.
well,
I'm Sassy. If I
well,
can add it,
hold on, because I'm sorry, HB,
hello.
real quick, because I gotta drop real quick. But I do want to
You're good.
say this has been a great live as always, babe. Good to see you back on Saturday mornings. Well, Sunday mornings. I don't even know my days. It's good to have you back on Sunday mornings, and I'll talk to you a little bit later.
All right, babe. Bye. What up, HB?
Hey, I just wanted to expound on what I was saying about the long-term game. I know that people sometimes ask those questions to be shady, but as I put in the comment, it wasn't to be shading. I'm genuinely curious because I just feel like anyone that has an understanding of business recognizes that asking, is not sustainable. And as you mentioned, when I learned on DKLs from seasoned content creators that you quite
Mm-hmm.
literally get pennies from hours of work, I was just like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Because I had already kind of suspected that was the case, but I didn't know it was like I didn't know it was so little, right? But it's
Mm-hmm.
almost like the reason I say
seven
learn from people's
dollars and fifty
long-term game.
$7.56 for each 1,000 views. So 1,000 views gets you $7.56. If you're a new content creator, it can go up to about $9 or $10 if you're in the big leagues and you're getting, and you have A
Mhm.
plus advertisers like a Target or a Pampers brand or something like that. But for a new subscriber that's, getting the lower brand of advertisers, you're getting $7.56 for each 1,000 views. So I just want to tell the people that, because
Right.
people don't
And
say the numbers. So just figure that
right,
out. If you click off
right.
somebody's live and they have 1.2K views, they just made $9 for that view, for that live.
And
Nine
not to
dollars.
be and not to be an a-hole, but it's like you can spend $50 on Uber Eats, right? So the reason I asked what I did is because it kind of reminds me of how waiters get paid a base wage of like $2 an hour,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then they're dependent upon customers to give them tips. But no one wants to be a waiter long term. Like people are waiters on a route to be an actress, people are waiters while they're in school. Somebody might have come across a hard time, but that's not, I would imagine that's not anyone's end game. And even if they want to remain in the restaurant industry, they typically want to be a manager, own their own. So I was just curious about that because, as you mentioned, now that we, are doing this thing, we're learning some of the behind the scenes facts. It's kind of like, oh, that's interesting because you just don't know as a sub.
You don't know. And I do know some waiters who are career waiters, but they're working at five-star restaurants and they're bringing home $300 or $400 a night. So, just like some bartenders that are working, in high-end places in Vegas or whatever, they might be making $1,000 a night. They may work 3 days a week. So there are those outliers. But I just wanted to put that out there. There are those outliers of people who, yeah, if you're working at Applebee's, it's probably not something that is sustainable. But if
Well,
you
but
are,
but but Sassy, I would compare the beef sector though to like I don't even know, like Red Lobster. And if you're talking about high
exactly,
end, right? Like if you're like a
exactly,
Jackie, whatever her last name is, yeah. So yeah, that I would say that's like a
exactly.
high end. But I
That's what I'm saying. That's why I made that point. Is that, yeah, if you're over here, then you're working at Red Lobster, Applebee's, Olive Garden. It's a decent gig, but the numbers that you're going to be getting, um, in regards to the platform paying you, are going to be minimal, because of the type of advertisers that you're getting, because of the views. Even if you get 5, 6,000 views, again, 5 times 7 is what? 42. So you made $42. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of rare. A lot of people don't even get 5 and 6, 7,000 views. However, it's not that we're counting people's pockets. I just wanted the audience to understand better what we, like Houston Brett said, as a new content creator. You start doing the analytics. You start trying to figure out some things, and you're like, wait a minute, hold up. So that means, just like DKO told you and me both, HB, the your money comes from, his exact words is, your money comes from super chats, PayPals, and cash apps. So if we're not getting super
yeah.
chats, PayPals, and cash apps, then we have to reorganize ourselves and rethink our purpose. And I wanted to say, Almond Brown said this. Yes, it's literally pennies, laugh out loud, but I enjoy what I do. And the people who come to watch me and join my membership, it's a very small amount from Google, though. And I think that's great. Everybody has to figure out what they want to do and how they fit in. Um, I can enjoy what I want to do, but I still want a monetary reward. That's just who I am. That's how I'm built. If it's not like you said, it's like, even if somebody sends me, a cash app, and I'm like, dang, somebody just bought me dinner today, or somebody just bought me a drink, or you know what I mean? Like, that's how I think about it. Like, oh, that was worth it because I got this or I got that. It may not be enough to pay my mortgage. It may not be enough to pay the cable bill. I don't know, but it's something. It's like you're being rewarded for your time and your effort. And I want to get back to Sir King in a minute, because I think that he's a good example. But I want to allow you. I just say, it's so weird to me that you're up on the platform and then you type in. I feel like I feel
Because
like using
Sassy,
Google.
I don't want to cut you off though, But if I
No, I
wait,
get
I'll
it.
lose
I
my
get it.
thought. That's why I do that.
No, I totally get it. I
Yeah.
feel like using Google and YouTube is them just providing the platform, because a lot of platforms even require you to pay to use their space, like Etsy and eBay. Totally good point. It is. It's like, we're going to give you a little something because we're in the advertising game and we feel like everybody should eat off of that.
Hmm.
But really, yes, unless you're
Hmm.
getting 100,000 views, it's not worth it for us to really,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to really benefit from this monetarily. Everything else is on you. And you're right. The analogy of the waiter in a low level restaurant, because that's what I mean, I don't know, I don't care. Like I said, this is my show, I don't care. Applebee's and all that shit, that's that frozen shit, that's a low level kind of restaurant, because you don't, but if you're going to be over here and you're going to do that, then yeah, you're going to have to make money some other kind of way. And if that's your goal, like I said, I think there's a lot of people that come on here just to vent. They need an outlet, and I think that's okay too, because like you said, emotionally and mental, um you know gratitude or something, that's worth a lot for
Mm-hmm.
people. But the people who don't need emotional or mental release, then what do they do? You know what I mean? And then somebody
Mm-hmm.
said something. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Allie, what's going on, girl? Oh, Steve Austin. I believe Mocha went through the same dilemma starting her channel. I don't, yeah, exactly. Mocha blocked me in SK's chat. So I never went to her channel. I never went to her channel, but shout out to Mocha. That was a long time ago. But shout out to Mocha. But I do think that but we have mutual friends, and I do think that I've heard through the grapevine that that's something that she possibly went through as well. I think that nobody tells you these things, that the algorithm has such a hold on you. There is no way to grow out of this sector if you anchor in this sector. It's impossible. We did many tests. I did a lot of tests, you guys. I this is kind of what I do for a living, and I put different hashtags. I'm into SEO, which is search engine optimization. They're basically saying if your people, meaning your viewers, watch this content, then there's no way we're going to share you out or make you visible to this content. So that's a whole other thing. This particular community is very isolated in that way. This is the determination that they have made, that says you guys aren't interested in anything but this kind of material. So if those content creators are uh, that are talking about things that would normally be universal, like if you're talking about Beyonce, or you're talking about world news, or you're talking about whatever you're talking about, the mass majority are not going to see your content, because there's an invisible wall there. There's a block there that says we don't know what you have to offer. We've already categorized that as this type of content because of the people that watch the other stuff that they watch. And like HB knows, if we can go into our back end and they literally give us numbers, and it says this amount of people that watch you are watching Brianna, or this amount of people are watching Pizarro, this amount of people are watching James Caldwell. That they literally give us the real hard numbers about every single viewer, that's what they watch, and that's the people that are watching us. Now we know that those people aren't just watching the beef sector, they're watching other sectors, but the majority of their time is spent in the beef sector. So they're saying, this is what you want. So we're not going to share you out. You don't deserve to be shared out to the masses, because you guys might be a little volatile. You guys might be a little vile. You guys the stuff that you guys are into, everybody else is not into this. This is a very small niche community, and we don't trust you. This is how I see it. We don't trust you to be shared out with other people. What's up, Molly? Good morning. Sassy is pointing out an important factor. There are built-in barriers that people have to try to overcome. That's just the bottom line, and nobody says it as, like, nobody just point blank says it, because I think they think if you're saying it, then
But
you're putting
Sassy,
down the beef
I
sector. Go ahead, girl.
I do want to share what might be seen as okay. I want to share what might be seen as a controversial thought.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't see T Major. I rolled away to go get my charger, but I'll ask you again because I'm serious, but like for like an hour or 2 hour thing. But anyways, so Sassy, to your point, though, I get it and I get the frustrations. I definitely get it. I also saw where Almond Brown was like, she enjoys it and she's like playing the long game. It kind of reminds me
Mm-hmm.
of like kind of like a what are they called? A hipster white couple that moves into the
Mm-hmm.
hood and gets like a really low costing house, right?
Mm-hmm.
That couple, if we're talking about gentrification, I'm not praising gentrification as an example, that couple's
Mm-hmm.
going to have to wait 3, 4, 5 years for the neighborhood to quote unquote turn around. In the meantime, they're going to have to be experiencing what comes with the hood because they got that low costing house. So I think sometimes people might not understand how you can come to a sector like this, like over there, whatever you say, the B sector, and expect
Mm-hmm.
to benefit off of it, but not come, not want to receive everything that we know comes with it. If you're not keeping in mind that this should be a long-term game, like years. Like some people are like, you haven't even put in your dues. That would be a belief. Does that make
Yeah, I
sense?
think that that's bull. Yeah, it makes sense, but I personally think it's bullshit. I think that
Hmm.
yeah, you have to put in dues in anything that's worth it. But if you're stuck, I mean, eventually I'm assuming that that hipster white couple that moved into the hood into that low cost housing it's still for a monetary gain. They're still going to get something. If they get immediate satisfaction out of it because they get a beautiful home. I mean, because some of those homes, I mean, I know that some of those areas oh, let's say they get a nice home or they can get a beautiful home. They're living in the home. Yes, they have to deal with some of the stuff. That's fine, but they're growing equity into that project that's going to pay out great dividends. So I kind of understand what you're saying, but at the same time, over here, you're not. If you stay over here, there is no great dividend to be had. So we kind of need to stop. I don't understand that narrative. It seems like a fake narrative to me. There is only so far that you're going to get over here doing certain content. You're never going to have a bustling successful platform not doing beef stuff
Hmm.
in this sector. It doesn't work like that. And as far as Wiley, shout out to Wiley.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, I started out watching Wiley, and I think that I'm glad that he got out. I think he got out for his own sanity. I think he got out because he was tired of the fuck shit and the things that were happening at the time that he got out. However, Wiley, you know, I know Wiley's on Station Head and Patreon and all that, but I don't see Wiley's YouTube numbers nearly as big as they used to be while he was in the beef sector. So although he transitioned, I don't know if, I think that that transition was more so for his own self-worth and sanity than it was that he's overwhelmingly successful, because his numbers on YouTube do not reflect a great amount of success. And if you want to speak about one person, because I often bring up Wiley in the fact that he was successful in getting out and not just quitting altogether, because a lot of people just quit altogether because they can't take it. But so I do respect him and honor his position in that way. However, I mean, like I said, I don't know if he's making money doing other things, his other platforms or not. But the things that Wiley was able to accomplish in the beef sector, getting them, helping him with an apartment, them helping him with the down payment on his car, them grooming him into a sense because he came in raw, I love telling that story because I really thought he's a hustler, he's a hard worker, and he deserved everything that those subbies gave him. But I'm not sure if the current subbies that he has are rewarding him financially like they were in the beef sector. And that brings us back to the original point of YouTube is not paying him. If Wiley is getting paid, it is from his subscribers, not from the numbers on YouTube.
Yeah, and so we have to hop down. I have brunch at 2 real quick, but I wanted to close in saying I've always appreciated conversations with you because I feel like you can have a difference of opinion and doesn't have to get volatile or nothing like that. But ultimately, like I think like a huge lesson I've taken from this is to be aware of the pros and cons that come with any commitment and to be clear
Hmm.
if you think it's worthwhile or not. Because to some people,
Absolutely.
like I don't care how much praise my subscribers can give me. I don't care how many views I can get. If it only comes down to like $15, it's just not worth my commitment. But I wouldn't look down on someone else whose it is because that's how they get down. So like and this is a lesson I've learned through YouTube that has manifested itself in other aspects of my life, which I'm really grateful for. So I want to keep wishing you well
Yeah.
on whatever you do. Like I get the frustrations, but just applauding you for everything. So I'm
Yeah.
back down.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, not even, yeah, it's not, I mean, I'm just chopping it up. Not even real. Uh-oh, she left, y'all. Bye, Hasten Bread. Talk to you later. If you're only doing it for money, it won't work. Oh, okay, well then I probably won't do it because I mean I'm doing it to Yeah, I don't know about only for money, but the piece of the puzzle is a puzzle. There's lots of pieces, and money is one of those. So if money is out of it, then I probably won't do it. Let me see what I think it's because he transitioned for his sanity is greater than him doing it for the number. Absolutely. I don't know if you said that after, before, if we said that at the same time. I That's it. That's it. Shout out to Wiley. I mean, I really have a lot of respect for Wiley. I really, really do. And shout out to him. That's what we're talking about. You have to do it. You whatever your reason is, do it for that. I'm not saying that it's just should be just money driven. I'm just saying that that's why I'm driven to do it. That's all. But if you're doing it for your sanity or you're getting out of it for your sanity, that's definitely worth more than money. Period. And one of the reasons why I won't go so low and do all that other stuff is because that's me protecting my sanity. I didn't have to get into it to understand that I needed to not do it to protect my sanity. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a little older than Wiley. But, so he grew into that. What's up, Ricky Martin? Lord have mercy. Look at this picture. But you've only done 11 videos. There are several who have channels who left the sector. I think you should research more Wiley, Jaded, really be sweet, Ma, many more. I have. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I have researched them, and I understand yeah. See, what I'm doing is I'm not. See, I don't need to wait 6 months to have this conversation with you guys, right? I mean, it's been 6 weeks. I've done my research. I've researched a lot of people. I found a lot of great new people, y'all. By the way, and I probably will start shouting them out, like reaching for the stars. Shouting out channel. Black lady owns a channel. It's called It's So Good. Robin, shout out to Robin, my moderator. Hit me to her channel. I think she has 884,000 subscribers. I think she got them within like 3 years. She's cooks and then she mukbangs it. Just a really great personality. She's on air for probably 15, 20 minutes. Probably takes her 3, 4, 5 hours to prepare because she shows you cooking she's cooking all the food. Maybe 80% of the time she's cooking the food. Sometimes she buys it and mukbangs it, but normally she's cooking the food. So it's basically a cooking channel. But I wanted to see, what those people are doing and how they were able to grow. And I'm not really complaining. I'm just chopping it up and telling y'all that I've done my research. Langston has helped me do research, and the algorithm that you have over here is not going to allow you to grow. That's all I'm saying. That's it. All right. Shout out to HB. Thanks so much for coming up. If you're here for the money, this isn't for you. Some people just like to talk like you did on stereo. Ricky, I wish I knew who you were. I knew that you were very familiar with me. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, yeah, I get it. But whatever. But you spend every week talking on stereo, but not here. I'm confused. Every week I spent, yeah, a few hours on Saturday. But that was a different kind of show if you were there. I had a co-host that was a different kind of show. I can't really talk like that over here. I mean, it would be a whole, even this live, it's gonna be a whole big fucking mess because of some shit that we just said. And I'm not interested in all that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being fair. I just want to give my opinion and jump off. I don't want nobody to put my name in their title. I don't want nobody to have shit to say about it. So that format is not going to work over here. You know what I'm saying? And on stereo, I wasn't. I mean, I was doing it because I'm just being honest. I was doing it because that's what the people wanted from me, and so I felt obliged to give them that. So I'm just telling you, but it was different. And my honey says, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. Listen, you guys, you guys, you get your channel and you do what you want to do. I'm just giving you this is me. This is my opinion, how I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're at a job for 6 weeks and you've done all the research, you understood. I'm not saying I'm leaving YouTube. I'm just chopping it up with y'all. I'm just telling y'all that I realized that being in this algorithm, I'm not going to grow. And it does not going to take me a year to figure out after a year, oh, I'm not going to grow over here. I know now that I need a whole separate channel that does not have anything to do with the beef sector. I can't click on anything beef sector related. I can't, I have to be, it has to be separated. That's all I'm saying. And I stand in that. That's it. That's it. That's period. That's for everybody. Miss T Velocity, Almond Brown, Houston Bread. God, I'm gonna miss a million people. But y'all know I support you. They're trying to do content anchored in the beef sector, it's not going to grow. That's what we're talking about. The money was a side issue because I know how to make money. And that's the reason why I'm telling y'all that this show will most likely be like the stereo shows because I'm already over here now. But my other show that you guys would know nothing about, I will grow that organically so that I can get out of this algorithm. That's pretty much all I'm telling you. Laugh out loud 6 weeks is nothing. 6 weeks and 11 videos is nothing. All right, child, I get it. Hey, eclectic soul, I love you too. What up? Facts on top of facts on top of facts. I mean, what is the big deal? I ain't putting nobody down. I'm not saying anything. Everybody knows y'all gonna see me in the streets later on. I'm not saying, I'm just telling y'all the truth. And that's the other thing. I don't want to keep justifying the truth. It's just the fucking truth. Like, what is the big deal with the truth? Jeez Louise. What up, Robbie? Content creators can make positive impacts in subbies' lives. Even, of course they can. Of course they can. Nobody said that. I hope nobody said that. Of course they can. I mean, a lot of these people over here make people laugh. They brighten their day. They get them through their work day. They can. We're not discussing that at all. I mean, not. I'm not for sure. And I agree. This section is limited and pulls up under Tommy S. Oh, really? Oh, child. Unless I missed something. I hope no one takes this video wrong. It's a good and true conversation. I hope so too, Armor Brown. But you know, child, you know. Oh, hey, proud grandma. What's up going on? What's up, Mr. Williams? Such great commentary, Sassy. Love your spirit. And Langston is right. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. Okay. I'm gonna start rapping like Tracy. If it don't make money, wiki, 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 wiki. It don't make sense, wiki. Okay, I'm horrible at it, but I will try. Eclectic, your content titles and keyword determine how. Well, that's what I thought, eclectic, but not really. The algorithm is a lot of it is based on what your viewers watch and what you watch as a content creator. So I understand SEO better than most, and I'm just saying, putting that out there. That's I do, which is search engine optimization, and hashtags and keywords and titles are great, but if you're anchored in a particular sector, if somebody in the gaming sector wants to talk about politics, they're not going to reach the political sector. They're not only, but their main audience is gonna be whoever, wherever that algorithm has put them. That's just key. I mean, that's just point blank. Well, I want to listen to your other show, Sassy. I promise not to share it out. What other show? Oh. I don't know about that almond brown, but Lord, you know what I'm saying? Even I do have some virtual trust with you. Isn't that interesting? Great live, Sassy. No one should want to be stagnant and grow. Thank you, exclusive me. Hey girl, shout out. You're always so sweet. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna see how this goes. And like, I forgot your name already. Oh, Ricky Martin was saying that, oh, you did it on stereo. Why don't you do it over here? Because I don't have time to keep talking about my opinion, trying to defend my opinion. I'm not like nice like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know me as a nice girl, but I'm not nice like that. There's clicking links to defend my opinion. My motherfucking opinion is my motherfucking opinion. Okay. Now you can have an opinion about my opinion, but I'm not gonna keep going around and round and round with you about my opinion. And quite honestly, what we're talking about today is facts. It's factual. It's factual. Okay. So it not only is my opinion is based on facts. Well, I hope you keep this channel because I love. Oh, thanks, Robbie. Yeah, I think I will. I don't think I don't. I'm not talking about getting rid of this channel. I just know that my interviews and the other stuff that I want to do, it, I mean, we'll see, y'all. Listen, I'm just chopping it up with y'all. We will see and we will grow together on how I want to maneuver this situation. I'm just chopping it up with y'all to tell y'all what I've been thinking about and what me and my people have been talking about the last 6 weeks. That's all. No big deal. Okay, so bottom line is you're here for the money and you can't make it here. Okay, at least you're honest. Well, yeah, I just told you 1,000 damn times, Ricky Martin. That's part of the puzzle. I am a puzzle person. It's just not one thing. It's a whole puzzle. I like puzzles. It's like View. Shout out to View coloring. She doesn't color with one black marker. It's full of color. Everything is there's a whole gray. I'm saying that is part of my puzzle is to make money. So if that puzzle is missing, I cannot present that puzzle as complete. It's not complete. You keep wanting money, 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 money. That's one piece to it. Obviously, I'm a conversationalist. Obviously, I enjoy talking to people. Obviously, I like you guys. I like chit chatting. But yeah, if I'm spending out my time in my day, yes, and also I want to get paid. I'm not sure if you're just being antagonistic or if you just don't understand that there's a piece of the pie that's missing. I just sold you a pie and want you to pay full price, but two pieces are missing. Damn it. Yeah, that would be the leading narrative. Exactly, Steve. Exactly. And Steve, me and you, exactly. Thanks for sharing so we can get understanding how our channels don't get shared out. That's why I stopped doing content. I just go live for fun. That's it. That's all I'm doing is just sharing with you guys why. Because I think a lot of people, I mean, first of all, it's not their business. It's not their business to share these type of details with you. So I'm not suggesting that they should. You know what I'm saying? But so I understand why they don't. But yeah, I'm just telling y'all this is the reason why you don't move and you don't grow in this sector because there is no the like I said, the algorithm is a hard block. I mean, it's like a big gigantic invisible wall that's 20 feet high, and there's no way you're going to jump over it. That's just the bottom line. Eclectic computer programmer on deck. I respect your decision and wish you the best. Thanks, Eclectic. I'll still be coming on over here though. I mean, like I said, I mean, we all know that this sector is addictive. I don't want to. I'm not gonna just give up on this. Well, definitely, I've never made the decision to leave the sector. But if I'm gonna be over here in this sector already, then I might as well give the people what they want, child. I understand what you're saying, and I'll make another channel that doesn't go to beef videos to listen to you. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling y'all, it is. There's no way. I understand when you're ready to share your other out here feed, right? I'm around. Ah, Mr. William. Oh, I got to thank you, Langston, for his witty commentary with me, and I appreciate your sense of humor. Yeah, child, he is a hoot. You should hear us together, honey. It's funny. That's the main part, though. Like you said, it doesn't make money. It doesn't make sense. That's not a puzzle. No, that's not it. But I mean, I'm tired of going back and forth with you, child. So hopefully you got something else to say. Whatever you decide, I'm going to always try and find you and follow you and do. Oh no, y'all. I mean, am I not making myself clear? I'm not really going anywhere. I'm basically, Lord have mercy. I didn't say I was going anywhere. I said that I'm going to change the content on the Sassy show. That's what I said because it doesn't make sense to have a show that's anchored in the beef sector and not at least discuss the beef sector because I'm stuck over here in this show. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's it. Thanks, Steve Austin. Y'all speaking to each other. Yes, Ricky Martin. I will always do what makes me happy, darling. But thank you for that. Well, I said it was going to be a quick chat, child, and my talking ass and been up here almost 2 hours. I will drop the link in case anybody wants to say anything. We started out talking about Misty because, child, that was just a hot ass mess. Shout out again to Trish and to Mrs. Pizarro for bringing that to light. I hope the streets are on fire about that today because I definitely think that was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Misty, I saw your picture. Girl, hold on. What up, babe?
Hey, what's going on? Before you go, I did hear you say you don't want these content creators to, take anything to heart from this particular live. I will say this. Uh, Sassy doesn't want to be involved in any nonsense, but the business model that you content creators need to be doing now is renting out your platforms, kind of like a ghost kitchen in established restaurants. You can rent out space on a content creator's platform to spout off whatever you need to get off your chest. And this is what you need to be thinking of in the future, content creators, on how to generate income. And the reason why I'm mentioning this now is Sassy doesn't want smoke, but we do have a ghost channel operating under the Sassy channel, It's called the Langston Pop-Up Shop. And I guarantee you, if one of you broke down content creators dare mention my name or Sassy's name in a manner I believe is completely unacceptable, we will be doing an analysis under the Langston pop-up channel. And,
Lord have mercy.
and I think you'll want to really tune into that. So be careful just throwing around names recklessly. Listen to what she said. She hasn't given up. She's repurposing the channel. She'll be creating another channel. So don't run with false narratives. But if you do, just remember the Langston
Pow, pow,
pop-up
pow, pow,
channel
pow,
is
pow, pow,
ready
pow,
to go.
pow.
What's going on, brothers?
Hello, Langston. Doggone it. It's great to hear you back up.
Yeah, I
You're sweetie like that.
I dropped in your live earlier, man, when you were having some technical difficulties, man. It's
Yeah.
very rare. It's very rare you don't have technical
Oh
difficulties, but
God, babe.
I wanted to say
Oh.
hello, brothers.
Okay, thank you, Langston. But no, I know what the technical difficulties is. I'm too cheap to pay for StreamYard, so go ahead and say it.
No, 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 no. Hey, this is like the theme of our whole show. Why would you invest in something you're not making any money in?
Well,
That's
that's what
a poor return on investment.
There you
Poor
go. There you
ROI.
go. That's why I do it. I do it for free. And people have been asking me for cash apps and all that. I'm doing it because I love it. Other people do it for their reasons. I'm doing it for my old age reason. I just love being out there.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get nailed, I get nailed. But
Hey,
I do
a lot.
enjoy the company. And I gotta give you credit, Langston. You did make me kind of famous on YouTube.
Well, look. You mean infamous because
Well, whatever.
I exposed you
Infamous.
as a flip flop. Yeah, yeah. I was the first one to identify you as a flip flopper, and I took abuse for it. They said practically.
I'm still not gonna take that title, Langston.
No,
There's a
they
whole lot of
told
other
me, they said,
people.
Langston, why are you being mean to that sweet old gentleman Carruthers? I said,
Oh.
sweet. I said, no, no, no. You don't know who he is. But no,
Yeah.
I appreciate the kind words, Carruthers. Continue to play that music for Gail and the lovely ladies over on your channel. It's always good to hear the music that, I'm used to that music because my great grandfather used to play a lot of those. Really, it brings me back to the good old days.
No, they
I
did
get
not have that music, Langston, when your great grandfather was back
have
then.
a good one, brothers. Hey, bye.
Bye, babe. Hey, Mr.
Right.
Carruthers, hold on just a second. Ricky Martin, you sound like people do it because they enjoy it. Laugh out loud. That still does exist in the world. Yeah, that sounds antiquated to me. And no disrespect to Mr. Carruthers, that's fine for him to want to do it just for the love of it. Um, but again, he has purpose. Like Houston Bread said, there's three purposes: emotional, mental, monetary, right? So what you're basically saying is that the only reason why you should be doing YouTube is if it's emotional or mental. And what I'm saying is that there's three categories: emotional, mental, and monetary. But you don't want to think about the monetary, probably because you don't give to CCs, and that's fine. Hey, I'm not a big giver of CCs either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even judging that. But it's probably because you're trying to justify why you don't cash out or PayPal or super chat CCs because they should be doing it for the love of it. Well, okay, child. That's fine. That's fine. Not sassy
Uh,
though, okay? Not sassy. I will be doing it to give to bring you guys. I will stay over here to bring you guys somewhere where it's a free, really a true free thinker situation. We can chop up what happened maybe that past week or something. Like I said, I'm still gonna figure it out. We can chop it up, figure out what's going on. But yeah, I'm definitely. And let me run my. I ain't even ran my Cash App thing. Go ahead, Mr. Carruthers. What's going on?
oh, thank you, Sassy. It's so
There
great to
you
hear
go. That's for
your
you,
voice.
Ricky Martin. That's for you, boo.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Like I said, I enjoy people, even though we may not get along at times, or things are being said out there in the YouTube world is crazy, good content is good content. And I figured that some people should be rewarded for their content. And you are definitely one of them. So
I appreciate that.
that, you know,
Well, shout out to you, Ricky. Shout out to you. Then you should understand what I'm talking about. Then that's
oh,
great.
I
Go ahead.
definitely understand what you're talking about. But as far as Ricky goes, I just do it because I'm an old man. Number one, at 71 years old, I'm retired. I got my
Mm-hmm.
retirement and all that. I go out, I done traveled, I go gamble with it. So why would I ask people for money to support my habits when I already have a habit?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is I'm being honest. I don't need the
Mm-hmm.
money. I just enjoy
Mm-hmm.
playing my music. If it gets through or not, at least I feel like I've made someone out there happy, because a lot of people don't want to hear all that drama all day long or all
Mm-hmm.
night long. So that's why I do it. Monetarily, if I had that money, I would be giving it back to the community, because
Mm-hmm.
that's the way I feel about it. At my age, I need to give back more. And the only way I can feel I can get back right now is with playing something for somebody that they don't have to pay for it towards me. Because
Mm-hmm.
YouTube's gonna make their money anyway.
Period.
And
As well, they
yeah,
should. They're providing a
right,
great platform. That's why I don't have nothing
right,
bad to say about anything, any of it. I was just chopping it up. Yeah,
right.
exactly.
And if I know that, hey, I got a commercial before my stuff comes on, so be it. They're getting paid. The advertisers are
He.
getting paid. They're paying them. So that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. He is Ricky. He is a man of a particular age. He just told you. How you gonna go back to the bush now? Hell, you've been talking shit the whole show. You might as well stay to the end. Shit, it's all good. I mean, I appreciate your commentary. I mean, everybody has an opinion. You know what I'm saying? And you have been quite respectful in your opinion. So I don't have a, I don't, even though we differ, I guess I'm not even sure if we differ. But yeah, listen, you're good. You don't have to. You know, what I'm saying it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, Mr. William just actually said what I just said. He's doing it for his own, I say selfish, but selfish reasons of wanting to be in the mix, of wanting to keep relevant, you know what I mean, of wanting to share his music out. And I think those are great reasons. Everybody has their reasons. Everybody does not have to think the same, be the same, act the same. It doesn't work like that, you know?
Mm, that's
And
true.
I've always said that about you. If I told you this, I think the first time we talked. When I get to be your age, I want to be on YouTube on a channel shitting, just
Right.
bullshitting around
Bullshitting
and chilling
around. That's it.
and yeah, and spending my free time with the kids and finding out what's popping and what's not. That's cool as hell to me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But I'm not your age, so I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's understandable.
Right,
I don't.
right. And
Yeah,
that's what I'm
no big
saying.
deal.
You're not my age. And I wish I could be your age once again, but I know in
Okay.
reality it's not going to happen. So why not make myself happy while I'm at this age, or maybe God makes let me live longer, just to
Hmm.
be happy in life. So
I didn't get
that,
upset, Ricky. I said that I don't think that that was a fair statement. I'm never gonna be upset unless you're rude or angry or vile. What I said is I challenged the statement. I said I think that, and I didn't know. So you're using, yeah, upset? No. I thought that that was not a fair statement because that's not what I said. I didn't say I was only doing it for the money. I said that that was a piece of the puzzle, and then you wanted to challenge that. So it is what it is. Okay.
and
But yeah, and Mr. William, I pray everybody 99 years. So you got a way to go, honey.
thank you, my darling dear. But like I said, reality has set in with me as an older person. Reality sets in sooner or later, and especially with this COVID going around, you never know.
Yeah. Look at this
So,
comment. Child, they acting a fool. Kanye West is the best thing in the world, second to Taylor Swift.
well, if I
Y'all
mess
is
around and
acting
play,
up.
I mess around and play some Taylor Swift, I'm going to lose a whole lot of supporters.
Baby, who you telling? Okay, baby, this algorithm ain't gonna like that. Okay,
Oh, no,
don't you
no,
do
no, no,
that.
no.
All right, Mr. William, I'm about to get
All
out
right,
of here.
sweetheart,
It's
I'm going to jump
almost
off
at
of
the
here.
2 hour mark. All right,
Yeah,
honey. Thank you so
yes,
much for coming up. I'll see you on the
you're
street.
welcome. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye. Have a blessed day.
You too, Ad.
Okay. Oh Lord, Charlie's a mess. Anyway, okay, y'all, we done talked about a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all, I don't even know when I end this live because I played a song at the beginning of this live that because I really thought I was going to be up here for a minute. So I played a song, so I don't even know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get a strike or a claim or whatever. So if y'all don't see it, that's probably what happened. 'Cause I literally thought I was just coming up here to chit chat with y'all for a few minutes, and then I was gonna be prepared to private the live or whatever. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll give it an hour or so and see what the big bosses say. But a recap, we talked about Misty. You guys can check out Pizarro's channel for that. She got popped for saying the N word last night. She didn't say it last night. She said it previously. Um, and so anyway, but Trish popped her for that. She also got popped for trying to rate Nina Gogley's blackness. So that's what I really came up here to talk about because I thought that shit was weird as hell. Then they sent me a picture of her because I guess it wasn't a camera slip. She actually came on camera looking a hot damn mess. So then, of course, I talked about that because I just put the two together like, girl, how dare you? And then my boo came up here. We started, and then HB came up. We started talking about what some content creators miss, in our opinion, as like the audience and as subbies. Because Misty had said the N word out of anger, I guess a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago. I don't know when it happened, but it wasn't a big deal. But then, yet, what Nina says is a big deal. So it's just very perplexing to us how you guys meaning CCs miss that or what you choose to talk about. So we talked about that. And then yes, honey, the N word. And then we just then that's how somehow we started talking about like SK and all the hard work that he's puts in. A lot of people know that me and SK fell out, but that doesn't mean that I can't. We don't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I don't like. No, I don't like the way he says certain things. However, I've never clicked the panel to say anything disparaging about him. That's just not my style. So I'm not going to start it now on my own channel, but we were giving him his props and saying that he spends a lot of time, a lot of hours, a lot of energy doing this, but the payout is not comparable to that time and energy. And that's kind of how we started on the last hour of talking about CCs and the money that you make versus the time that you put in and the monetary reward, and exactly trying to figure out what is it that people are getting from this. And can I say, I don't know what SK gets in Cash Apps, PayPals, and or Super Chats either. So that might be very well worth it for him monetarily. So that's how we kind of started. How we got off on that, just talking about the people who put in a lot of time. DKL puts in a lot of time. There's a lot of people who edit, who put in a lot of time in doing this, you guys. And now that I'm a CC, it's not easy. It takes hours to edit and to do things that you want to do to make your show visibly or aesthetically pleasing, and then to come on and do hours of commentary just to get paid pennies. So you have to depend on your subscriber support if you want to make a monetary gain. So I just wanted to give y'all a wrap up of what we were doing. People are gonna get enough of being too comfortable. Girl, yeah, that was her. She said that too. She said it was a common word used in rap music, so why can't I say it? So maybe you agree with her, Steve Austin. I don't know if you did in those views with Skyrock. If I did what? I don't know. Practice yoga to generate Kanye energy. Oh, yeah, Sam. I'm a lover of Pilates and yoga, more so Pilates, but yeah. I'm just saying, so don't take it the wrong way. I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. I probably missed the comment. So, all right, y'all, we're gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Appreciate all the interaction. Even if I disagree with what you have to say, it's all good in the hood. It's all good. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all on these YouTube streets. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe if you have not already. I appreciate it. If you have, you can hit up the Sassy Show 1 and the Cash App because you know your girl is only doing this for the money. Okay. Anyway. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all on these YouTube streets. Bye.